Chairman, couple of clarifications to Karl Dijkstra. Ivan is not a refugee. To Ron somebody, Ivan is not illegal alien. To Paul PhD, Ivan is not a Democrat. There were more of those, I will not say them publicly. My name is Ivan Assenov. I'm a precinct delegate, Ward 3, 28th precinct in Wyoming. I'm sitting on the Kent County Executive Committee. I'm Kent County Coordinator for Campaign for Liberty. I'm a national coordinator on different issues. I'm a father of two, John and Isabel. I'm married for my wife, Monica. I've been in the military, and I can fight over 30 nuclear carriers for about 2 hours. This country was built on two virtues, leadership and courage, and I'm asking for your vote today. I'm coming from a place where this country is going. The Republican Party needs a change of direction, and that change has to start from the 2nd District Caucus, the most Republican and the most conservative caucus in the state of Michigan. I would like to have your vote and also support my team. Thank you very much.
This time, I'd like to open the floor for nominations for Vice Chair. Taleah Greve and Kirkland Cooper.
Taleah Greve is the correct pronunciation.
Taleah Greve. Taleah Greve. And Kirkland Coopering has submitted their names. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations?
Mr. Chairman, I move the nominations be closed. Support.
Move and support to close the nominations. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
My name is Taleah Greve, just in case, you know, the guys didn't catch it. I'm running for district vice chair. I got involved in the Republican Party several years ago. My dad brought me to a Get Out the Vote call center on election day. And prior to that, I really didn't think I needed to be involved other than checking some boxes. But actually talking to voters and talking to people and realizing that my calling them made a difference. My calling them prompted them, some of them to actually go to the polls, was incredible. So since then, I've worked on campaigns, I've handed out flyers, I've put out signs, I've picked up yard signs, I've done all sorts of things. I'm a precinct delegate now. My husband's on the executive committee in Muskegon County, so we do attend all of those. I have a 2-year-old daughter, and that's really why I'm doing this. I love our country. I want to protect our freedoms. I want to protect, what we have for her and her children. We have great volunteers. We are the greatest district in Michigan, and we're already making a difference. And I really want to set us up as the example for the rest of the state to be the leaders and to be able to go out and to reach our community. So I would ask for your vote and for your vote for Yvonne as well. Thank you.
Yeah. My name is Kirkland Coopering. I'm running for vice chair, supporting Barb in her request to be chair. I come from extensive campaigning background. That's a long night. I went 5 for 5 for elections this year. Some of the people I've helped is Roger Victory, Bill Heisinger, Arlen Minkoff, do a lot of judges races. I know the importance of one vote. I've twice won elections by one vote. One was a write-in campaign for city council. The other was the it was overturned an ordinance. Salem was dry at the time, and we overturned the ordinance by one vote. the irony of this is my great-grandfather founded our newspaper on prohibition. His great-grandson, the editor, overturned it. So I ask for your vote. Thank you. All right, and I will open the floor for nominations for treasurer. Roger Moderman III has submitted his name, and so has Norm Woltjer. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Come on, people. Support? Remove and vote and supported to close the nominations. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, Mr. Moderman.
I'll be short and sweet so these guys can get going. My name is Roger Moderman III, and I'm the Township Treasurer for Allendale Township. I won that primary this past year in a three-way race with over 53% of the vote. I went out all summer long knocking on doors for Amanda Van Essen for State House and for myself. And I think I got the work ethic to take on this responsibility. I manage over $1.6 million in investment funds for the township. So the financial responsibilities there are definitely something I can handle. I ask that you support me in this race and support the team I've put together. Thank you.
I'm Norm Woltjer, and I have been involved with, I got involved as a precinct delegate back in the 90s, and working through Ottawa County realized that the second district became a very important part of the whole process. And I felt I was missing a part of that process, so I became more involved with the second district, and along the way I've learned a great deal about how the process works. And today, looking for your vote in that area as treasurer. Currently president of my own agency. I have 2 adult children, my beautiful wife, 36 years, and members of the Fairhaven Church in Hudsonville. So I look for your support, and the team of Vancouver and Barb all around. Thank you.
This time I'll open the floor for nominations for secretary. Juanita Pierman and Welch submitted their names. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations?
Move to close nominations.
Move and support to close the nominations. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Juanita?
Good evening. I just recently finished 10 years, I think it was 10 years, as Oceana County Republican Chair. I am also the 2nd District Committee Woman. I was campaign manager for Senator Jeff Hansen, who's sorry he can't be here tonight, but he will be here tomorrow, for 6 years when he was in the state Senate, actually, I mean in the State House, actually for 7 years because we started a year before that. And I'm also the mayor of Pimpwater. And I've attended 2nd District meetings for a long time. And it would be wonderful if I could see some of your faces at our 2nd District meetings. They're in Muskegon, they've been in the Golden Corral, and we need your support. We need to work together. So we need your support. They're not closed meetings. They're open meetings. And just get on the email list, and it's open to anyone. But very, very pleased to continue to support the party in the 2nd District, and I'd love to be the secretary. Please vote for me.
I'm Gene Welch. A couple of you know me, I think. I've been around here a day or two. Presently I'm secretary to the Ottawa County Executive Board. And I'd like to do both jobs actually, take care of Ottawa County as well as the 2nd District. We need to work together to quell the threat to this country that we're seeing almost on a daily basis. And the only way to do that is to get a good slate here and to get a good 2nd District, which we have now. But to keep anybody else from becoming the 2nd District Congressman, as well as work across the state if possible to rid any Democrats that are across the state. We need to do that. We need to contact our friends on the other side of the state, do things like that. I'm willing to continue. I'm retired, but I'm not yet tired. Thank you.
This time I'll open the floor for nominations for state committeemen. We will be voting for not more than 3. Submitting their names were Keith and Hollander, Matthew Doak, Jack Holmes, Jon Koens, Andy Sebolt, and Paul Seegers. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations?
Move the nomination to be closed.
Or the move and second to close the nominations. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. I'll call these guys up as the names will appear on the ballot. Keith and Hollander.
Good evening. A lot of you are new faces to me. I'm a new member to the 2nd District, coming from the 3rd with redistricting. I've been involved in politics since I moved to Michigan in 1986 in New Jersey, where it was much less popular to be a Republican. I've always stayed involved at the grassroots level as a precinct delegate, helping local candidates in my area, serving on the 3rd District Committee with Joey Voorhees. And I've had the opportunity to do a lot to help a lot of local candidates. And the reason I've decided to run for the state committee is because the last 2 elections on a national level have shown us a few things. We're not losing in the middle. We're not losing the independents. We're not losing the moderates. We're winning those numbers in our national elections. What we're losing is our face. We have lost our way in the sense that we keep trying to moderate ourselves to the point where we're saying we need to move to the middle. We need to move closer to the Democrats so we can take the votes away from them. But we're not losing those votes. We're losing our base. We're losing the evangelicals. 30% of evangelicals showed up to vote in this last presidential election. That's disgraceful. Now, I grant you that not all 70% of the others are all Republicans, but I would submit that a majority of them are. And they're not coming out because we are not sticking true to conservative values and conservative principles. And if we don't make sure that we espouse those principles at our state level, we're going to continue to have the kind of problems we have at the national level. So I ask for your support for state committee.
Matthew Doak.
Good evening. My name is Matthew Doak, and I am running for a state committee man position. If elected, I will do these 3 things. I will advocate for an end to taxpayer-funded primaries. Let's create a transparent nominating process that empowers you, the grassroots. A bottom-up approach instead of high-priced consultants, media, and special interests telling us what to do. I will also work to elect Republican candidates with a track record of championing free markets, smaller government, and personal liberty. A politician from any party voting against these principles and against our Constitution is not acceptable to me. Finally, I will work hard to find my replacement, and hopefully many of them. At a dinner recently, I sat near a fellow activist. We were curious what position he would run for. His response was that he would be happy to step aside and work behind the scenes if it meant someone else getting their feet wet. This really struck me. I will not seek to be in this position forever, and I do not have high political ambitions for myself. I have a full job in IT, a beautiful wife, and a little boy that will love me whether I have this position or not. But I do feel it's my obligation to be involved, to stand up for what I believe, what we believe, and I ask for your vote. Thank you.
My passion is promoting conservative candidates and values. I've been Ottawa County Chair, 2nd District Chair. I teach at Hope College, and that is the future, our young people. All of this makes me feel very young at heart, very much aware of the need to build our party, and with young people, volunteers are very important. I appreciate what each and every one of you have done. A member of the state committee is a member of the board of directors of the Michigan Republican Party. Doing this right requires a strong team of committee men and committee women. Experience helps. You can understand the system and you can change it that way and you can make things better. I only have a minute to speak, so most of my background was in the mailing I got out. I do promise you that I will email people who want an email before and after each committee meeting. And you have my home phone number and my cell phone number, and you're welcome to put any kind of input that you would like to do. And I think it's very important. I've been working for the party for a long time. I'm not about ready to stop. And we do need to have good representation of Western Michigan on the state committee. I will work very hard to build a majority, and I want us to win. I appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Jon Koens.
I'll keep it short because it's getting late. And I'm Jon Koens. I'm running for state committee man. I've been active in the Muskegon County Republican Party for many years. I've worked on a lot of local candidates and state reps, senators. I worked for Senator Van Workman for 5 years, and I was the county treasurer for Muskegon County for 20 years. So thank you, and I'd like to have your support.
Andy Sebolt. If you all don't mind, I'm the great apostle, Mr. Big Diaz. Of course, I was in the U.S. Army, so if you don't mind, I want to give Burger a few time, so I'm just going to do the talk right here. Does that sound good? Yeah. Hey, bring it up. I've served my first 2 years now in the state committee as grassroots. I want to tell you something. Everything that you saw Mr. Shostak put out, our grassroots committee did this, every single thing. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I and Joan was here and Rich were there at the same time, I said, look, victory centers are nice and all, but instead of having people drive, in some cases 2-3 hours, give them a phone list to do at home. You know what? We had first place in voter calls. Wow. Amazing how it works. Sometimes with technology and work for us too. So I tell you what, I don't like receiving 3 mailers from the Republican Party